Did Rassie Erasmus make the correct call on his team for this weekend? Of course he did. He's the doctor. Heerlijke. Just look at this team. Boan Venter, Johan Grobelaar, Thomas de Toy. Unreal front row. I mean, these guys are ballers. Johan Grobelaar is like Malcolm Marx 2.0. Well, actually not Malcolm Marx 2.0. I think he's like Johan Grobelaar 1.0. This guy's an animal. Thomas de Toy, absolute beast. I mean, all-round baller, can play both sides of the scrum. Scrums like an animal, and always just dominates when he's on the field. I mean, that guy gets around like no other prop that I've seen. Jeepers. There's a reason why he's such a highly spoken of player in the what is that? Where does he play? The European League. Eben Etzebeth and Louis de Jager is back. Flip Owens, how exciting is that? Eben hasn't played any rugby this whole year, coming back straight into the starting lineup, and that oak is taking names, let's be honest. The last time he was away for this long, I believe it was 2017, 2016. He was also out with injury. Got back into the team in the starting lineup. I think it was against England or some other team like that. And absolutely dominated. I think he got man of the match as well. Louis de Jager, love that oak. Softest hands for a lock that I've seen in so long. And also just such a baller. I mean, those two in the lineouts are unmatched. Here, look at Eben at the front. That guy picks balls for fun. Yeah, he does. And Louis de Jager, I mean, that oak is, what's he? 3.2 meters tall. Alustrio, Sia Kulisi, Elrich Louw, Cameron Hanekom. I mean, that oak has been putting in absolute insane performances for the Bulls. Cam Hanekom, eerlikheid, destructive runner. That oak doesn't go backwards. Love to see it. Elrich Louw, absolute hard man. I mean, he snapped his leg clean off, and yeah, he's back in the Springbok rugby team. What a champion. Guys, what a pack. Oh my word. What a blend of insane experience and guys with little less, but still in such good form at the moment. So well deserved. Very excited to see what they're going to do against these Pumas. In recent history, they not the greatest when it comes to their forwards. They've always been like a team that, you know, dominates up front or is very physical up front. But in the recent years under Philippe Contemponi, it seems like they've been focusing a bit more on their backline play. And I mean, those guys, once they get going, they can rip teams to shreds. Jeez, like it. But let's see what happens this weekend. I'm sure the Springboks are going to absolutely smash them. That scrum, I can't see going backwards. And with Cam Hanekom, Eben Etzebeth, Johan Grobelaar, Sia Kulisi with some of his carries, Elrich Louw runs through trees. It should be a routine day at the office. So excited to see the guys back and keen to see what they come up with. Into the backline, Kobus Reinach, Sasha Feinberg, and Gomazulu is back. What a pairing. I mean, I know. They were the top halfback pairing in last year's campaign. Those guys just lit it up. Sasha, man, the whole world is talking about him. Everybody knows his name. That oak is unbelievable. And I can't even tell you what he's going to do because we all know that he just waits for something to open up and he's gone. That guy's literally magic. So you should just blow these oaks out the water. The last time he played against Argentina, he scored the most points ever in a international rugby game. He beat Percy's record. He scored 3 tries, kicked all his conversions. I think he missed maybe 2. And just Argentina didn't have an answer for him. I mean, that kid is insane. Ethan Hooker, Edwil van der Merwe, and Apelele Fassi is your back 3. Ethan Hooker coming back from his shoulder injury. That oak is also just such an animal. I mean, he's got 100 caps written all over him. If he can stay healthy, which I'm sure he will. But man, what a player. Also, youthful, young, strong, dynamic, great in the air. and just a beast. What more can I say about him? Edwin van der Merwe is finally getting his shot against a top-tier opposition. Yeah, he's played against Wales and he played against the Barbarians. We scored 4 tries. I believe he played against Scotland as well. I'm not too sure. I can be checked on that. But the man has got wheels. Heerlijkheid, that ook is quick. And also skillful. Fuck it, he loves a little touch here and a little gather there. So very excited to see him get his crack at a top opposition. And it's also in Argentina, which is not an easy place to play. But it should be super entertaining. Apelele Fassi comes in at number 15. Look, the last time out, he wasn't all there. He had a good game. A solid 6 out of 10, according to his own standards. I love that he got another crack, or that he's getting another crack. Should be his kind of game, actually. Argentina loves to run it. They do have a good kicking game. He is secure under the high ball. He knows what he's doing there. He loves a little break. Takes the guys on. So let's see. Hopefully he gets back to that form that he was in the 2024-2025 season where Damien was out. And the Oak took the opportunity, made it work, and really made that 15 jersey his own. So hopefully he can get back to that. Very excited to see what he's going to bring on Saturday. Onto the bench. Jeez, like it. Nothing gets me more excited than the bench for a Springbok game. I mean, guys, come on. Are you kidding me? Jan-Hendrik Wessels, Gerard Steenekamp, and Zachary Porthen is the replacement front row. Can you imagine being Argentina? Heerlijkheid. You've just played against Thomas du Toit, Johan Grobelaar, Boan Venter. And then at 45 minutes, shit, here comes this back. Jan-Hendrik Wessel is an absolute unit. That Oak is a monster. Flippin' hell, who can forget that game where he kind of announced himself to the world in Grey College, where he was running down the line in the lock position, ball in one hand, handing off quite literally the whole of Bloemfontein, and scores in the corner. Beast. Absolute beast. Keen to see what he brings in the number 16 jersey. Also, we need Oaks on the ground. Need Oaks that are able to, disrupt the ruck, smash it with all that they've got, and get that turnover ball. Gerard Steenekamp, we know what we get with him. Unbelievable scrummager. Has played so well for the Bulls. And also, the guy gets around. Loves a carry. So very keen to see how he goes. Zachary Porthen. Owens, Zachary Porthen. Heerlijkheid. This kid's, 22 years old? Weinberg boy, old boy, and just lit it up since he's got his opportunity. Last year he made his debut against Wales, I believe. And this year, coming off the bench, I think he's got 1 start. Not too sure. But comes off the bench, and the Oak is a running threat. Against England, heerlijkheid. Let the bodies hit the floor. That Oak rampaged through that English defense. Taking names. Oaks are flying off of him. Left, right, and center, quite literally. And here he is back in the lineup. So excited for this Oak. And also, cheapest, throwing it right over to the RGR. This guy's got a great opportunity to get himself into the matchday 23 for one of the tests against the All Blacks. Actually, hot take, I'm convinced he will get his All Blacks debut, or his debut against the All Blacks in this series. I mean, the Oak's a baller. Heerlijkheid. The Oak can run a ball, he can scrum, he's dynamic, he hits hard. Love him. Love to see him play. Cannot wait. Then Ben Jason Dixon, Kobus Wiese, and Marco van Staden are your, let's say, loose forwards replacements. Looking at this, I believe either Louis de Jager will be coming off, or Eben Etzebeth. I don't see Eben Etzebeth coming off unless he's injured, but I'm sure Kobus Wiese will come in and replace Louis at around the 60-minute mark. Hopefully we get to see him do 20 minutes. I mean, Kobus Wiese has been a revelation. Heerlijkheid. Again, at the Bulls, the Oak is an animal. I mean, who can forget the Scotland game where that Oak ran through half the team? He's super physical. He's great in the line-out. Good on the floor. Can run the ball. He runs with violence and determination. And it's just, oh, my word, I can't wait to see him come on. Marco van Staden, we all know what we get with him. Oh, Eskom. Need I say more? He can cover hooker. He can throw in at the lineouts. He can play 7, 6, 8. Does it all. Aggressive ball carrier. Hits like a truck. And he's great on the ground. Flippin' hell. I think we've only got one out-and-out fetcher in Johan Grobler. Yeah, he's a hooker, but he likes to do the fetching thing. Cam Anakom can do it, but I see him more as a runner of the ball or a carrier. So yeah, having Marco on the bench is insane. Love that bench. Into the backbacks. Morne van der Berg comes back from injury. Very excited to see how he goes. Quick at the breakdown. He's got a good pass. He loves to nip around the ruck there. And then the Iceman, Handré Pollard. Do I even need to say anything about him? He can play 10. He did unbelievably at 12 against Scotland. Put that backline on his back. Ran hard. Defends well. Loves to take the ball right up to the gain line and gets the outside players into space. So very excited for him. He does need a bit more game time. But we know what we're going to get with Handré Pollard. The man is cool, he's calm, he's collected, he's a double World Cup winner, he's won the Lions, he's won flipping everywhere that he's been. What a team. That 23 is fire. I'm so excited. Do I think Rassie made the correct decision? Absolutely. How can you debate the doctor? The man knows what he's doing. I'm so excited to see how they go. Cannot wait to go and see the boys put on a show. One thing that I have noticed is that we haven't really seen the box like click. You know, they've won their games, but they seem to not lose focus, but make silly mistakes and not quite get going like we know they can. Where they can put teams away 70-0, even though they have done it, I know, but you know what I mean, like the absolute domination we've come to know from them, where the ball just effortlessly goes from hand to hand into gaps behind the gain line, 3-on-1s, wham bam, thank you man, behind the try line, and the game's done. Guys, I'm so excited for this weekend. Very much looking forward to the Springboks coming back onto our screens. Jeepers, what is it? For the next 5 weeks. So follow along. I'll be bringing some match reactions, post-game chats, some previews. We're going to go over the teams as they get released. I'm going to be following the RGR as well. I'm going to the Stormers versus All Blacks game on Friday. I'm going to put out some game day footage, getting into the stadium, getting some footage of what it's like at Cape Town Stadium. It should be insane. I mean, Cape Town is notoriously known for having plenty of All Black support, so the vibe in the stadium should be crazy. I cannot wait. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. Consider dropping a like and please subscribe to Art Rugby. And that's the art van die saak. Baie dankie. Sien julle volgende keer. Cheers.